From the towering, serrated jaws of Tyrannosaurus rex to the ominous, sail-backed silhouette of Dimetrodon and the ancient aquatic terror of Mosasaurus, we have all watched how life would look like if we were still sharing Earth with these behemoths. But there are a lot more characters to the story of ancient giant creatures. Join us as we uncover the spine-tingling tales of the deadliest animals that ever existed. Tyrannosaurus. The giant claw, Tyrannosaurus, a long-extinct creature, possessed extremely savage characteristics that, if it had been alive today, would have made it difficult for humans to survive. Yes, this enigmatic monster had enormous claws, some of which extended to a length of 3 meters, making it a standout character. These razor-sharp claws could easily rip through trees or prey, making humans vulnerable in the primitive world. During a joint Soviet-Mongolian fossil expedition, the Tyrannosaurus fossils were discovered in the Namek Formation of southwestern Mongolia in 1948. Dunkleosteus. In the ancient waters of the Devonian period, a formidable predator lurked. The Dunkleosteus, a prehistoric leviathan which thrived some 360 million years ago, was no ordinary fish. With a length of up to 13 feet and a weight exceeding a ton, this behemoth, with its bone-crushing jaws and overwhelming strength, was one of the largest predators of its time. With its massive size and unrivaled hunting abilities, this armored megafish, Dunkleosteus, could disturb the delicate equilibrium of our oceans. Thankfully, this deadly creature is restricted to the pages of prehistory, allowing us to survive in the current world. Argentinosaurus. The late Cretaceous era's giant, Argentinosaurus, was one of the largest terrestrial beasts to ever wander the Earth. With a length of more than 100 feet and a weight of more than 80 tons, its sheer enormity was breathtaking. However, it was its ferocious herbivorous appetite that truly set it apart. Guillermo Heredia discovered the gigantic calf bone at his farm in 1987. It was so large that no one thought of it as a bone, and instead assumed it was a massive tree trunk. Well, in 1993, everyone stumbled upon the discovery of such a huge prehistoric creature. Tyrannosaurus rex. Step into the late Cretaceous period, roughly 68 to 66 million years ago, and you'll come face to face with the uncontested king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus rex, sometimes known as T-Rex. This huge theropod dinosaur is one of Earth's most iconic creatures. T-Rex was a real apex predator, with a large head loaded with serrated teeth, a muscular jaw, and towering legs. It was a force to be reckoned with in its habitat, with an estimated height of up to 40 feet and a weight of more than 10 tons. Some researchers claim that despite its massive size, the T-Rex could run at surprisingly high speeds, possibly reaching up to 25 miles per hour, allowing it to chase down prey when needed. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Elasmotherium. Deep among the vast Eurasian steppes, there wandered a creature that seemed to be born of myth, Elasmotherium sibericum, sometimes known as the unicorn. Despite its outlandish name, this prehistoric behemoth was, with a twist, extremely genuine. Elasmotherium's most notable characteristic was its massive, solitary horn, which could grow to be 6 feet long. This huge herbivore was a true giant of its time, measuring over 6 feet tall and weighing up to 4 tons. Its horn, albeit not a weapon, most likely served a variety of functions, including digging for food and guarding against predators. Titanoboa. Imagine a snake that was so huge that it dwarfed even the largest anacondas and pythons of today. Meet the Titanoboa. a prehistoric behemoth that slithered through the Paleocene era's lush, steamy swamps between 58 and 60 million years ago. This undisputed apex predator of its time could reach lengths of up to 40 feet and weighed over a ton. It preyed on everything that dared to cross its path, and as you can see, this huge serpent could engulf a crocodile. Fortunately, this creature has vanished into obscurity, leaving us with a terrifying recollection of a world when surviving was a never-ending struggle. Megalania. Enter the eerie world of prehistoric Australia, where Megalania, an apex predator, once held reign. This enormous reptile, which might grow to be 23 feet long, stalked the continent with unrelenting brutality. Its dagger-like teeth instilled fear into the hearts of all who crossed its path. Megalania's ability to ambush and overwhelm prey made her a true terror in the ancient landscape because there was no way to escape her. The border between predator and prey was razor thin in this dangerous world. Experience the wonder and horror of a bygone period while being grateful for the safety of the present. Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon, the Terminator pig, loomed over prehistoric North America with an awful presence. This enormous animal, over 6 feet tall and weighing up to 1,000 pounds, wasn't your typical hog. Its sheer size and ferocity made it a nightmarish figure of the ancient plains. Dimetrodon was a vicious predator that devoured anything in its path, including other mammals, because it had sharp fangs and overwhelming strength. In paleontological archives, Dimetrodon's formidable bones reveal a time when this colossal predator ruled ancient, darkened plains. Anomalocaris. Anomalocaris, a strange and fearsome species that lived over 500 million years ago in the Cambrian oceans, was an apex predator. It was a powerful force in ancient oceans due to its extended body, segmented appendages, and fearsome gripping mouthparts. With sharp serrated appendages and exceptional compound eyes, it captured prey with deadly precision. During Charles Walcott's 1909 expedition in the Burgess Shale, the first complete Anomalocaris fossil was found, and this momentous find marked a turning point in paleontology. Spinosaurus. Step inside the world of Spinosaurus, a colossal dinosaur that ruled 112 million years ago. This enormous predator, which was larger than the ferocious Tyrannosaurus rex, could reach a length of 59 feet. It was unique in that it was semi-aquatic and had long crocodile-like jaws that were packed with conical teeth. Spinosaurus was an apex predator, equally comfortable on land and in water, thanks to its powerful limbs and streamlined physique. The remains of this mysterious monster pose a challenge to our knowledge of prehistoric ecosystems and provide a fascinating look into Earth's distant past and the magnificent creatures that once ruled it. Gigantopithecus. Imagine a world where this behemoth existed, a tremendous force in the prehistoric terrain with its huge frame and relentless appetite. Gigantopithecus was an extinct horror that once lurked in the depths of Earth's past. Standing up to 10 feet tall, this enormous ape loomed over the fossilized trees with a looming shadow of doom. It was an apex predator of its time, capable of crushing bones due to its sheer size and strength. But now that this enormous threat has been eliminated, we can stand in the safety of our moment. The discovery of Gigantopithecus's colossal skull unveils the magnificent excellence of this ancient ape, a true titan that once roamed Earth's distant past. Purosaurus. Here comes a massive reptile which existed approximately 8 million years ago and was one of the largest crocodilians to have ever lived on Earth. Purosaurus, a giant river-dwelling predator, lurked in the primeval waters of prehistoric South America. With an estimated length of up to 40 feet, It ruled the waterways with unrivaled might. Its massive jaws were lined with powerful teeth, capable of breaking bones, an awful adaptation that allowed it to hunt a diverse range of prey, including huge turtles and prehistoric mammals. Andrewsarchus. Andrewsarchus, a mysterious and huge creature, controlled the ancient Asian woodlands during the Eocene epoch. With its canine look, this fascinating predator defied easy categorization. It was said to be one of the largest terrestrial mammals of the time, measuring up to 16 feet long and armed with gigantic jaws loaded with vicious fangs. Scientists also determined that it could be a member of the order that gave origin to modern whales, making it one of the largest mammalian predators to ever exist on this planet. Quetzalcoatlus. Meet the Quetzalcoatlus, the largest mammal to ever fly on the planet. A massive avian creature named Quetzalcoatlus directed the Earth's skies during the long-gone Mesozoic epoch. Quetzalcoatlus was an impressive sight in the prehistoric world, standing as tall as a giraffe when on the ground. This prehistoric pterosaur was one of the biggest flying animals ever, with a wingspan that could reach 40 feet. Flying over the landscapes of North America, Quetzalcoatlus cast a foreboding shadow. Its enormous wings allowed it to freely fly over great distances, and its razor-sharp beak revealed that it likely consumed fish and other small animals. Arthropleura. In the ancient Carboniferous period, Earth was home to a bizarre and colossal creature. Arthropleura, which existed more than 300 million years ago, was a real behemoth, with some specimens growing as long as 8.5 feet. This ancient arthropod ruled the forests of its era due to its enormous size and tough armor. It was an herbivore, meaning it fed on plants and rotting debris despite its menacing look. Thankfully, Arthropleura didn't represent a threat to people, despite looking like a monster from a nightmare. Megatherium. Meet the largest sloth that has ever existed. Megatherium was a gentle giant that roamed the Earth in the Pleistocene era's primeval landscapes. This amazing animal, which existed between 5,000 and 11,000 years ago, was a genuine behemoth, growing up to 20 feet long and weighing up to 4 tons. Megatherium was an enormous herbivore that survived on plant matter despite its enormous size. It probably employed its large, curved claws, which resembled enormous hooks, for both foraging and protection against prospective predators. Hyenodon. Long before the rise of modern predators, a fearsome predator reigned supreme in the ancient world: Hyenodon. During the Eocene and Miocene epochs, about 40 million years ago, this prehistoric animal roamed the Earth. A real giant of its era, Hyenodon, which resembled modern hyenas but was larger and more dangerous, had flesh-slicing teeth. Some towered like bears, measuring up to 10 feet in length. The ancient predator roamed around vast woodlands and plains, preying on creatures ranging from small game to sizable herbivores. Hyenodon's fearsome hunting abilities made it a formidable threat. Thankfully, its extinction allows us to live in safety today. Gorgonops. Approximately 260 million years ago, in the deep twilight of Earth's early history, a giant predator ruled over the primordial landscapes of the Permian period: Gorgonops. This prehistoric hunter was a top predator, hunting the various wildlife of its era, with a body reaching lengths of up to 10 feet. Gorgonops had a wide array of fearsome teeth that looked awfully like they were combined from a reptilian nightmare and a saber-toothed tiger. It was the first mammal to have saber-like fangs and jaws that could open to 90 degrees. Well, we should be grateful that this lethal behemoth now belongs to the annals of paleontology. Amphision. In the distant past, Earth's landscapes were stalked by a remarkable creature known as Amphision, or the bear dog. This enigmatic creature existed from the late Eocene to the Miocene, approximately 40 to 9 million years ago, representing an intriguing chapter in Earth's evolutionary history. Amphision had a strong body, strong jaws, and canine-like teeth, and looked like a cross between a bear and a dog. It was a fearsome predator that could hunt in a variety of settings. These hybrids, with their lion-sized bodies, were also seen competing for North America's predatory dominance with hyenodons. Velociraptor. In the late Cretaceous period, the ancient world was once stalked by another ferocious predator, the Velociraptor. Despite being smaller than the Hollywood version, this swift and devious dinosaur was a perilous hunter. It was a real apex predator of its era, with razor-sharp claws and great intelligence. The primary weapon of the Velociraptor was its characteristic sickle-shaped toe claws, which helped it to seize prey. Due to its sleek appearance and its tendency for group hunting, it was a persistent pursuer that worked with others to eliminate larger dinosaurs. Smilodon. Smilodon, sometimes known as the saber-toothed cat, was the dominant predator during the Pleistocene Ice Age. With its characteristic long canine teeth, this exquisite but lethal animal personified the idea of charismatic megafauna. Smilodon's intimidating fangs, some of which were up to a foot long, served as its main weapons and were used to ambush its prey till the end. Despite its large size, it was an ambush predator, using power and stealth to startle its prey. Helicoprion. A strange and enigmatic predator known as Helicoprion patrolled the depths of the ancient waters of the Permian and Triassic eras. This prehistoric fish, known as the buzzsaw killer, had an unusual feature: a spiral of serrated teeth that looked like a buzzsaw. Scientists were perplexed by Helicoprion's unusual teeth for many years. Its tooth whorl, which was frequently over a meter long and formed a continuous spiral of lethal cutting edges, was linked to the lower jaw instead of being in its mouth. Due to this adaptation, Helicoprion was able to efficiently slice through its prey, which most likely included extinct cephalopods and other marine animals. Hallucigenia. In the mysterious world of the Cambrian period, around 500 million years ago, this bizarre enigma thrived, and its appearance was nothing short of a nightmare. Hallucigenia, which has many pairs of spiky legs that grow from a tubular body. Its back was covered in long, thin spines, and its head, which was perched on an extended neck, was covered in a variety of tooth-like features. It can give you the chills just by looking at it. For years, researchers struggled to comprehend the structure and orientation of Hallucigenia. Well, its fossils continue to intrigue, a cryptic puzzle from Earth's past. Pentacopterus decarahensis. Imagine a colossal sea scorpion prowling the waters around 467 million years ago during the Silurian period. This nightmarish creature, up to 6 feet in length, was the stuff of nightmares. Pentacopterus, armed with threatening limbs and against spiky claws, was a merciless apex predator roaming the primordial waters. Its massively armored exoskeleton made it an untouchable nightmare of the period. The discovery of Pentacopterus fossils in the Decorah area of Iowa revealed shocking facts about this ancient marine behemoth. Woolly mammoth. Enter the frigid landscapes of the last ice age, where you'll find the woolly mammoth, a beautiful animal who walked these frozen plains. These giant proboscideans, close cousins of modern elephants, adapted to flourish in the harsh Pleistocene era. The apex of Ice Age giants, woolly mammoths were up to 13 feet tall and had amazing curving tusks that could reach nearly 16 feet. They were able to tolerate sub-freezing temperatures thanks to their long, shaggy fur and unique adaptations, such as a hump of fat for insulation. An era came to an end when these famous animals went extinct some 10,000 years ago, perhaps as a result of a combination of climatic change and early human hunting. Archaeopteryx. Travel back in time around 150 million years ago to the late Jurassic period, when Earth's skies were graced by the presence of a remarkable creature, Archaeopteryx. This ancient bird, often referred to as the first bird, bridges the gap between reptiles and modern avian species. Archaeopteryx had a unique combination of features, including feathered wings that alluded to its avian ancestry, and reptilian traits like teeth and a long, bony tail. These characteristics offer vital insights into the development of bird flight. The discovery of Archaeopteryx fossils in Germany was a milestone in our understanding of the evolutionary journey from dinosaurs to birds. Edaphosaurus. Meet the prehistoric herbivore with a sail. Edaphosaurus ruled the ancient marshes of the Permian epoch around 300 million years ago as a peculiar herbivore. It was unique even among prehistoric species, with a sail-like feature on its back generated by extending neural spines. Despite its sail, Edaphosaurus was not a sailboat. It was a large quadrupedal reptile that could grow to be 10 feet long. While the actual use of its sail is unknown, it was most likely used for temperature regulation and courtship displays rather than propulsion. Cebicidae. In the prehistoric landscapes of South America, the Cebicidae family reigned as a group of formidable crocodilian predators. These creatures existed around 50 million years ago during the Cenozoic era and were considered as top predators in their ecosystem. Cebicids differed from current crocodiles in that they had more erect postures and longer legs, allowing them to cover ground quickly. These traits enable them to be adept hunters, capable of pursuing prey both on land and in the water. Their fossils have been unearthed in South America, providing information about a time when these prehistoric crocodilians ruled the region. Chalicotherium. Let's journey back to a rather peculiar character in Earth's ancient history. Chalicotherium, a creature that looks like it couldn't decide between being a horse or a giant sloth. A bizarre behemoth lived in the ancient landscapes of Eurasia. Despite its distant kinship to modern-day horses and rhinoceroses, this prehistoric herbivore had a unique look that eluded classification. It possessed a unique stooped posture, with front limbs that resembled huge, clawed arms, better suited for leaf browsing than galloping. Its hind limbs, on the other hand, were more horse-like. The fossilized remains of Chalicotherium are like enigmatic pieces of a puzzle from the past, waiting to reveal the meaning of its extraordinary existence. Leopleurodon. A prehistoric ocean, and there's Leopleurodon, a true mystery from the Jurassic period. This enormous marine reptile, which could reach a height of 80 feet, stealthily surveyed the ancient waters. It possessed a massive head with rows of razor-sharp teeth that could efficiently slice through prey. Leopleurodon was well renowned for its ambush hunting technique, which involved hiding in the shadows and surprising unsuspecting prey. The real stinger is that we don't know very much about it. Since fossils are rare, we can only speculate about this apex predator's underwater existence. No doubt, Leopleurodon's shadowy presence raises questions about what other monstrous creatures might still be lurking in Earth's past. Pachycephalosaurus. Pachycephalosaurus, a name that echoes through the Cretaceous era, was a remarkable herbivorous dinosaur. It was distinguished by its distinctive characteristic, a large, dome-shaped head that could endure powerful hits. These dinosaurs competed in head-butting competitions to achieve supremacy, which is where this unusual adaptation was most useful. Despite being a relatively little opponent, Pachycephalosaurus was a strong foe. Thankfully, the Pachycephalosaurus no longer exists, meaning we don't have to worry about its head-butting abilities, which could have been a danger to humans if it were still around today. Ankylosaurus. Meet Ankylosaurus, a true titan of the late Cretaceous era. Around 68 to 66 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period, the dinosaur itself existed. This herbivore was heavily armored, with massive plates and a club-like tail that scared predators of all kinds. When confronted, it would swing that tail with incredible force, making it a formidable defender. The first Ankylosaurus fossils were found in the late 19th century. These fossils reveal the unique traits that helped Ankylosaurus thrive in its ancient habitat and offer a captivating window into our planet's prehistoric past. Mosasaurus. Around 60 to 77 million years ago, in the ancient seas of the late Cretaceous period, a true aquatic giant reigned supreme. Mosasaurus. Like modern whales, this apex predator had a tail fluke, flippers for effective swimming, and a sleek body. It was a fearsome marine monster with razor-sharp fangs that were destined for hunting. Well, thankfully, Mosasaurus went extinct, sparing modern marine life from its reign as a dominant predator. Triassic Kraken. Behold the nightmarish legend of the Triassic Kraken. This enormous sea monster, a true terror of prehistoric waters, prowled in the murky depths of the Triassic seas. Yet, as we unravel the tale of this dreadful creature, we are thankful it succumbed to the sands of time. Well, this mysterious creature remains an enigmatic inspiration for Hollywood's fascination with ancient sea monsters, leaving audiences in awe of its horrifying potential. Drag marks and imprints left by the animal's movements in the fossil record suggest a predator of extraordinary size and power. Whatever shape it took, the Triassic Kraken is long extinct and has spared the present oceans from its wrath. Knowing that certain underwater nightmares will live on only in prehistory allows us to exhale with comfort. Predator X. Here's another monstrous terror of prehistoric seas. In the primeval region, where enormous sea monsters formerly controlled the oceans, Predator X stands out above the others. The greatest predator of its day, this aquatic giant was alive throughout the Jurassic period. With qualities that awe and frighten, Predator X was a true underwater terror. It dwarfed most species in its territory, measuring up to 50 feet or more, according to estimates. Its enormous jaws were packed with rows of razor-sharp teeth that could easily slice through prey. Fortunately, Predator X is only a thing of the past because it became extinct millions of years ago. Tiktaalik. Tiktaalik, a fearsome aquatic environment inhabitant, first appeared in the murky waters of the late Devonian era. This bizarre hybrid of fish and primitive tetrapod traits played a crucial role in the move from the sea to the land. Its crocodile-like head, pointed fangs, and strong limbs with finger-like structures were only a few of Tiktaalik's eerie characteristics. Although it wasn't a predator in the conventional sense, it represented a turning point in vertebrate evolution by acting as a link between fish and terrestrial animals. Fortunately, since Tiktaalik went extinct millions of years ago, it's no longer here to haunt us. Cephalotherium. Imagine a creature that once roamed the prehistoric plains of Eurasia. Cephalotherium, a creature both captivating and dread-inducing. It lived during the Pleistocene epoch, which spanned from approximately 2.6 million to 11,700 years ago. This animal possessed an odd combination of traits, including a long neck that resembled a giraffe's, yet had no living relatives. Its horns, 2 sets, 1 on the nose and 2 on the forehead, made a formidable crown. The length of these gigantic protuberances could extend 6 feet. Thankfully, Cephalotherium belongs to a time long past, and we can be grateful it no longer roams our world. Dimetrodon. Step into the dimly lit realms of the Permian period, and you'll encounter a 250-million-year-old creature that was born nightmarish and awe-inspiring, Dimetrodon. Despite having a reptilian look, the creature is actually an early synapsid that existed millions of years before dinosaurs. This apex predator had a number of horrifying characteristics that made it a powerful terror of its time. The sail-like structure along Dimetrodon's back, created by extending neural spines, was its most distinctive characteristic. Its jaws were lined with teeth that resembled daggers and were made to seize and dismember victims. It's time for today's open discussion. Let's embark on a prehistoric puzzle now. Imagine a colossal creature from ancient times, shrouded in mystery. Its massive body could rival a small house. The real head-scratcher, right? Well, this enigma had sharp, snail-like shells adorning its body. Their purpose still unknown. So, dear audience, can you guess this giant behemoth sighted by someone? What in the prehistoric world could it be? Comment down your thoughts in the comments section below. Well, this is the kind of mind-boggling enigma that keeps the wonders of Earth's past alive and well. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.